So we are studying today the non-verbal communication and this different aspect. Till yesterday we had done till the oral communications and all these advantages and disadvantages. All are very important, you know. So now let us come to the non-verbal communication. What is this in fact? All right, it means communicating without the use of words, oral or written. Non-verbal communication. It can be hand gesture also. It can be effectively used to enhance our verbal communication. Okay. Further, if we what we are speaking, if we can enhance it with the help of our any part of our body like fingers and all. It includes our body language, gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, pointing fingers, etc. Okay, so of course, you have seen that when suppose you are suppose in a very good mood, your face will say that what kind of mood you are actually having right now. And if you are having a very anger or someone or something happened today, then your face will say, okay, that is the thing. So our facial expression is very important. Okay, eye contact is also the things. Whenever you are looking at someone, okay, your eye contact will say that what kind of impression you do have with that particular personality. Sometimes we are using fingers also in order to show, say if you want to show the numbers, okay, you can just raise your index finger. But sometimes if you are warning somebody in little harsh way, you can also raise your index finger. These are the different types of non-verbal communication, as you know. Okay, so you may go through the total text in your body, sorry, total text in your book. Okay, and you can have the total idea of what are the different types of non-verbal communications are available nowadays. All right, so which is sometimes also the teachers are using in the class to point to the students. Okay, suppose this particular person to come and say something, or some child to be rebuked by the teacher. Okay, in that case also sometimes teacher is also pointing fingers to the particular person. It is just for indicating, that's the indication purpose. Suppose you are reading sometime some books. Okay, so you can use your finger in order to keep a track on the text that you are reading. Fine. So now the thing is that elements of nonverbal communication. What are the elements? Like facial expression, it is the most noticeable aspect. Okay, because if you are confident, your face will say, your eye contact, your hand gesture, your whole body language will be a different, will be functioning in a very coordinated manner. Okay, when you look onto the face of a person, we can make out what and how he is going to express himself. Okay, even before we hear what he has to say. Okay, suppose you have done something wrong at home and your parents are going to rebuke you, or to scold you. All right, so you can easily understand, and your face expression will change. In that case, your face will express some kind of fear that there might be, I'll get my might get some firing from my parents today because I have done something wrong. You also know it. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, gesture. Conscious hand body movements and signals are an essential way to communicate. Often can be seen in the traffic police when they are raising the hands and all, the vehicle stops, or when we have seen. Okay, and the person, those who are those who cannot hear properly, or you can say the deaf, those in that case how they read. So they can read the facial expression, or they can read from the hand gesture. All right, some of the common gestures are waving, pointing like this. Okay, often you have seen in the game of cricket. Okay, umpires are using the signals by using their hand gestures. Okay, that is the things. Whenever there will be an over boundary, he will raise his both his arm up. All right, that is the thing. No balls and all, everything can be pointed, everything can be signaled by using the hand gestures. Okay, voice. This is one more thing. Non-verbal speech such as tone, pitch, volume, modulation are essential elements of communication. If you are talking, okay, if you are talking continuously without any modulation, sometimes it sounds monotonous. All right. For example, the tone of voice indicates anger, affection, or confidence. Okay. A loud tone might be interpreted as a sign of approval and enthusiasm, sometimes confidence also. Yes, I will do it, like this. Okay, with a wide soft tone, yes, I will do it. What will happen is the person is not confident at all. Sometimes some topic, some particular word is not coming, people stammers. Okay, you know, the stammering is also a sign of lack of confidence. All right, So if the person is little if, not that sound in that particular subject, in that case, voice will say that this person is not having that much knowledge about the subject. All right. Body language is another one. Body language includes facial expressions, eye movements, hand gestures, now posture, okay, how you sit, okay, in front of a teacher, how you sit in the classroom, okay, inside the classroom you should sit very boldly and keep your backbone straight. If you are not doing so, your teacher might say that your sitting posture is not okay. You should sit properly. Standing erect, leaning forward communicates to listeners, never be, should not be, that you are approachable and friendly. Okay, if it is so, okay. Sometimes you will see that suppose the army people how they are expressing themselves, okay, with their body language in front of their seniors. Okay, that is also very important. Okay, so standing and sitting posture are very important, okay, in case of non-verbal communication. So now we are coming to the advantages of non-verbal communication. See, whatever types of communication we have done so far, okay, each are having the advantages and non-advantages, sorry, disadvantages. So you must read, okay, the disadvantages and advantages as well. Okay, so you see here, a non-verbal communication complements a verbal message. Whatever message you want to express, a non-verbal communication sometimes complements. Okay, definitely whenever a dancer is dancing, okay, his or her hand waves and moves, points, okay, in such a way that so the whatever the song or whatever music with he or she is dancing, okay, actually the meaning can be expressed with the help of that while the waving the hands and all right. Physical gestures greatly help handicapped people, especially the deaf people, as which I was talking about. Whenever the person, okay, whenever the person cannot hear properly or he is deaf, in that case, if he wants or she wants to see the news and only the television news reader uses the hand gesture. Okay, clear. So by hand gesture, the deaf people can understand what actually the news is going on. All right. Sometimes the written text also can be displayed in front of them so they can read the text. Okay, it is not like that people as they are blind also they can, it's not, it cannot be, okay, or it sometimes happens also. In that case the different type of communications may be used. Okay, that is the thing. So those who are deaf people, for them two types of communication may be possible. One is the visual communication, another is the hand gesture. Okay, that is the physical gesture. Okay, disadvantage. It is a difficult to analyze a non-verbal message. Thus, sometimes wrong interpretation may cause unrest. Okay, suppose someone you are pointing out. Okay, if the person does not take it in a good way, then in that case you might have problem in that case. Okay, that's why be careful while you are doing the non-verbal communication. And in non-verbal communication, long conversation and necessary explanation are not possible to express. Okay, so that is the thing. So in non-verbal communication, long conversation you cannot express. However, if you want to do the non-verbal long conversation, in that case the better way is the written communication. Fine, that can be done. Okay, so the thing is that this non-verbal communication, okay, basically that depends on our body gesture. That is the thing. Okay, that is the summary of this one. All right. Now let us go to the perspective in communication. What is the perspective in communication? Is an individual's point of view through which we interpret and understand every communication and events that are happening in our surroundings. This is called perspective of communication. Okay, that is the thing. So what are the factors? Factors that are affecting the perspective communications are like this language. Okay, in case of incorrect words, unfamiliar language, and lack of detail, language can act as a barrier to communicate what one wishes to convey. Definitely. Okay, that is the thing. Incorrect words should not be used. Sometimes unfamiliar language can cause unrest. Okay, and if the details are not being presented properly, in the case the particular topic may be sound very uncomfortable, or at the same time very much monotonous, and people will feel disinterested in that case. All right, so language can act as a barrier to communicate what one wishes to convey. Suppose you have gone one place where the people does not understand English properly, so maybe they are very good in Hindi. Okay, so in that case, you if you want to deliver something, you have to have a fluency in Hindi. All right, that is the thing. For example, language. language can act as a barrier. It's written over there. When an Indian who knows only Hindi and a Chinese who knows only Mandarin want to interact with each other, in that case, they need an interpreter. Okay, otherwise the communication won't be possible. So the language barrier is one of the important aspect. Okay, in the perspective of communication. Okay, so people must have to overcome this language barrier. Okay, then only they will be able to do the proper communication. Either if the a person who knows Hindi, if he wants to go to China and he wants to communicate properly, in that case she needs to learn Mandarin or Chinese, whatsoever is required over there. Okay, like in our languages also there are different types of Hindis are being spoken. Suppose the UP English is UP Hindi is different. Suppose Hindi in Bihar is different. Hindi in other places are different. Okay, so the thing is that in Chinese also there are so many languages, so many dialects are there. Okay, but the sub languages are there. Okay, that is the thing. So the thing is that the language barrier to be overcome only when the fluency in that particular language will be possible. Okay, visual perception, judging people or situations by how they look. For example, man wearing torn clothes looks poor. Okay. Sometimes the people may be in disguise also. Okay. Sometimes someone who takes the disguise. Okay. Especially the secret service people. Sometimes they take the disguise in that sense, in that way. A shopkeeper. Okay, or something like that. Okay. A person who is selling the different articles. Okay, different articles. Okay, they are having some different type of cloth fittings and all. Okay, people can understand. You can say those who are coming for the Arabian people, they have another kind of outfit. Okay, clear. They are wearing the loose kind of clothes. Okay, this is the thing. So by seeing the things and all, we can also understand what kind of people are they. All right. Past experience, letting our earlier experience stop us from understanding or communicating clearly. For example, this shopkeeper cheated me last time. Let me be careful this time. Okay, so whenever I will go to that particular shop, I will be very much cautious, and that can be expressed into our face. Okay, so whenever the person is weighing something, you should be very much careful how much articles he is actually giving to you. Okay, whether he's taking the proper cost or not. Okay, suppose you have gone to the medical shop, he has sold you last time the expired medicine. So next time when we go to that medicine shop, in that case he will check the expiry date and the batch number of the medicine that you are purchasing. All right. Prejudice, fixed ideas such as thinking no one in my class listens to me must stop a student from communicating openly in a class. Okay, that should not be. Okay, fixed ideas. Whenever someone is talking something, whatever it is, you should listen. Okay, no one in my class listens to me. It means that, okay, so a student who wants to communicate cannot express his view in the class. Maybe he's have some or she's have some valuable view. Okay, so in that case, what may happen? The important we will not be able to hear an important view. Okay, that is the thing. So that is why whatever it may be, you should listen it. Okay, afterwards so you will judge whether you will accept it or not. That's a different issue. Feelings, our feelings and emotions such as lack of interest or not trusting the other persons affect communication. For example, I'm sad, let me not talk. Okay, that is the things. So the thing is that suppose someone has come to you, maybe for some other reason you are not feeling well or something like that, you say that I will not talk to you. That means it may cause something different to that particular person. So you should say in that case what? Okay, see, today I am not feeling well, so we will talk later. It will be better if we talk later. In that case, you can handle this kind of things. Okay. Environment, noise or disturbance in the surroundings may make communication difficult. Okay, suppose you are teaching someone and beside of you a loudspeaker is being played very very loudly. So in that case, what will happen? Whatever you wants to communicate, you will not be able to convey it to the students or someone like that. Okay, during your exam, sometimes suppose some rituals are going on in your locality. Then what case? In that case, what may happen? It will may happen that the thing is that you have to manage in such a way that because the rituals are going on, you cannot stop it. So in that case, what could you do? You can request, or you have to do some other kind of management for your study purpose because your exam is near. That you also think. All right. So the environment also is a particular thing as that these are the factors that are affecting the perspectives in communication. All right, so that is the thing. So what are the things we have seen? Language, visual perception, past experience, prejudice, feelings, environment. So you must read these terms and must learn these terms, sorry, means to take the concept from it, I would rather say. Okay, and whenever the questions will be given in this case, that definitely a case will be a case will be presented in front of you. You have to study that particular case and you have to say what kind of a factor it is. Okay, that is the thing. Clear. It will not come in this way. Describe all the factors affecting the perspectives of communication. This way, it is not possible. This kind of things won't be coming. Okay, but the thing is that these questions will be asked in a little different way. Okay, so should be bit logical. All right, that is the thing. Now, personal factors are also there. Your own feelings, habits, and ways of thinking. Okay, like for example, fear, low confidence may make communication difficult. All right. So I was talking about that of when you are of low confidence, so you may not deliver your content properly. Okay, and that can disrupt the process of communication. Okay, that's the thing. So your feelings, everything, habits, okay, whatever is not suitable for communication should be kept away, and you have to use the proper methods of communication. Okay, whatever it is, maybe it is non-verbal, maybe it is verbal, whatsoever. Culture, what is this? Signs which have a different meaning in different cultures, such as showing a thumb may mean a good job for some people, but may be insulting to others. And it may happen. Okay, that's the thing. So that's why the gesture, whenever you are pointing with your fingers, you must be very much careful about. Okay, so that's the thing. So this your whenever the body gestures you are concerned with, you must be very careful while communicating views. All right, otherwise it may be dangerous or maybe sometimes cause unrest. All right, that is the thing. Now let us see here. We have the basic writing skills we have coming out here. But before that, we should see that seven C's of communication. What are these, in fact? Okay, that is the thing. It should be very much clear, must be correct, must be complete, should be concrete. All right, concise. Okay, consideration, and you should be very much courteous. All right, that is the thing. Clear? So this particular communications part, you can you should be you should obey. Okay, if you are not following this kind of things and all, whatever require, I mean, so clear means that you must be very clear about your topic. Correct means you should use the correct language and all. Okay, and the portion that you are delivering, it must be complete. It should not be ended in a very wrong way or in a very haphazard way. All right, concrete means whatever point you are stick to, you should present it in the same format. All right, concise means brief. Okay, consideration means topic that you are actually delivering. Okay, there should be some issue. There may be some issue. Okay, which you should discuss considerably. All right, considerately. I mean, okay, and courteous means like when we are starting the communication, we are just thanking the audience and all at the very beginning. Okay, and at the end also we are giving some complimentary close. All right, that is the thing. So in the internet and all, yeah, there are so many types of communications are available in the form of image that you can see. Okay, and you can also understand from it. All right. Okay, so that's all today with the communication. Afterwards, we will come to the basic writing skills. Okay, just we will say something about the some little bit of we will discuss about the basic writing skills. So here, actually, we are talking about a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that form a unit within a sentence, but is incomplete independently. Means you cannot use it independently. Okay, here that is the thing. So for example, Arjun is in pink of health, where here pink of health means is fine and in good health. So here pink of health is a phrase that you cannot use independently. All right, so you have to use in a sentence. All right, that is the thing. So there are different type of phrases like noun phrase. A noun phrase acts like a noun in a sentence. He's looking at the painting of snowy mountain. What are these actually? Here the noun phrase is actually the snowy mountain. All right. A verb phrase is a group of main verbs and helping verbs in a sentence. For example, she had been living in London. So her phrase is had been living. So it can be easily identified. Okay. And this is also a good practice in English also. In your English language also this grammar whatsoever. Okay. That's a very good practice also. All right. So an adjective phrase is built around an adjective and consists of adjectives and or articles. Okay. For example, he has led a very interesting life. Okay. What is this? Adjective is interesting. Describe is the object is actually life. So interesting means actually it is describing life. So interesting life is an adjective phrase. All right. An adverbial phrase is built around an adverb by adding words before or after it. For example, he is recovering from fever very slowly. Okay, adverbial phrase is very slowly. Means it is saying that how and of what and how, like that. Okay, so what very and slowly means how, whether the actually it is saying that whether a speedy recovery is going on or not. So these are the things. So that's what the phrase actually. Okay, in the later means in the next class, so we will discuss some more basic writing skills about, okay, bit grammars over there, articles and all. So till then, whatever I have explained, you also do the same thing. Okay, you take notes and all from it and read your textbook very nicely. All right. Thank you.